right, here we go. You probably noticed right off the bat that we're virtually blind looking straight ahead in these airplanes.
Yeah.
And so when we taxi, you'll see I've got a weave or S-turn back and forth in order to get the nose out of the way so I can see where we're going. That's fairly common of most of the old vintage World War II type aircraft.
Some would have been worse than others, would they?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Like the Corsair was probably the worst of all of them.
With the long nose. Yeah.
Yep. Semi ground, Texan 2 coming out of Warbirds for 1 hour.
Texan 2, semi ground, taxi 2, runway 15.
All right, runway 15, Texan 2. Fleet are on.
1-2.
That's a set and we're ready to go. Semi Tower, Texan 2 is ready to go at 15.
Tex 2, Semi Tower, runway 15, clear takeoff.
All right, clear for takeoff, Texan 2. All right, Martin, here we go. We're going to pull right out onto the runway. You want to slide your canopy closed?
We'll do all that. It's 030, thank you.
Of course, in the UK, it's known as a Harvard.
That's right, yeah.
Which is virtually the same airplane. The biggest difference is the exhaust stack comes back over the top of the wing on the right side. And there's a big heater system that works off of that for cabin heat, which really wasn't necessary in the US because most of our training was done in the southern states, where even like today in the middle of winter, it's still 80 degrees. So cabin heat wasn't much of a necessity. Of the Orlando's airspace.
Great.
Yep. All right, we're up at almost 6,000 at 16 miles. Where are you at?
Oh, I'm on the west practice area.
All right, well, we got to be just north of you. What's your distance?
We're 15 miles and we're at 2,500 dropping below the clouds.
Ah, okay. Well, then I guess we're going to miss you.
Yeah, I'm at the first lake next to Haines City.
Yeah, we're well above you.
Okay, yep, we're losing altitude in the maneuvers there.
All right, see you back.
Okay.
Yeah, T6s and the SNJs. And then later, the Commonwealth Aircraft Corporation up in Canada also built about 700 Harvards under license. Nose will come back down. Now move. So I'll put the nose down, let the speed come up. There's 160. 165, there's 170. Now I'm going to pull back on the stick, bringing the nose up. After it comes up above the horizon, I'll start a gentle turn to the left. It just takes a very slight input, and I'll keep pulling back on the stick, bringing the nose up nice and high. And we get to the top here. I'm just going to hold the control stick in position and let the nose come on down. And then to recover, I'm going to move the stick to the right to level my wings. And I'm going to pull back on the stick and bring the nose right back to level flight. And there we go. There's a wing over.
Yeah. That was easy, wasn't it?
All right. Good.
For you.
All right. Now you've got the controls.
Okay.
All right. We're going to do the same thing. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to lower the nose. Let the speed build up. And again, we're looking for 170. So right about there's a good nose down position. We'll hold that. There's 170. Now pull straight back on the stick. You're going to bring the nose up. Bring it up nice and high. Now gently, just a little bit of input to the left. That's enough right there. And just keep pulling back. Now we're just going to hold the controls right there. Nose will come back down. Now move the stick to the right. To the right. And pull back to bring the nose back up to the horizon. And there we go. There's a wing over to the left. All right, very good. How did that feel?
Yeah, there's very little. I thought you would have to push, you know, more input into the stick and the rudder and everything else. Like I say, it was
yeah, it's just light pressures is all you need.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, well, let's do the same thing to the right this time. So there you go. Nose coming down. We'll let the speed come up, looking for 170 miles an hour. There's 155, 160. Keep the wings level. There's 170. Pull straight back on the stick and bring the nose up. And then just a little bit to the right. And hold a little bit of back pressure. Pull back on the stick. There you go. And the nose will come down. Now stick to the left. Right on over to the left. And then we'll pull back and bring the nose back up to level flight. And there we go. There's a wing over, one to the left, one to the right.
fantastic.
All right, now let's turn around. So let's do a turn either left or right. It's up to you. We'll point our nose to the south, and we'll set up to do an aileron roll. Now as we turn, the steeper the bank angle, the more we're going to have to pull back on the stick to hold the nose up. Otherwise, if we go to steeper bank angles, that nose will fall down. It'll come down through the horizon and we'll pick up a great deal of speed. And we'll keep our turn coming around to the right. And a little more to the right, we'll head towards the south. All right, are you ready? All right, follow me on the controls. We're going to do an aileron roll. So this time we need a little bit more speed, so we're going to dive the airplane to 175 miles an hour. So here we go, nose down, speed coming up, looking for that 175. There's 165, 170, 175. Now I'm going to bring the nose up to a point about 30 degrees above the horizon, right about there, and then I'm going to move the stick all the way over to the left against my leg, and we'll roll her right on around. Little bit of left rudder with it. And there we go, there's an aileron roll. Okay, how was that?
Yeah, good.
All right, good. Well, now it's your turn. Same thing.
Hey.
Whenever you're ready,
All right.
nose down for 175. All right, there we go. There's 175. Pull straight back on the stick. You're going to bring the nose up. A little bit higher, there. Now, full left stick, all the way over. There you go, just hold that, all the way over to the left. And around we go. Keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and roll, keep rolling till we're wings level. There we go, now bring the nose up. Excellent. How did that feel?
Yeah, good.
All right, we'll do the same thing. This time we'll do it to the right. All right, so whenever you're ready, nose down for 175 miles an hour. There we go, bring the nose up. There you go, now full right stick, all the way over. All the way over and hold it. And there we go. All right, excellent. All right, how you feeling?
Yeah, good.
All right, well now the next maneuver we're going to do is a loop. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I've got the airplane. All right, we're going to put the nose down. This time I'm going to dive the airplane to 185 miles an hour. I'm going to turn the nose a little bit, line up with those roads down there. All right, nose is down. We're going to let the speed come up, and then I'm going to pull back, put about 3 Gs on the airplane. Pulling back, nose coming up. As we come up, we're going to look to the left wingtip as we go up and over the top. There we are, top of the loop. Nose coming back down. Lining up on our road. And there we are on the bottom side of the loop. And there we go.
Okay.
All right, airplane's all yours.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, whenever you're ready, it's your turn. All right, very good. We'll just hold the nose right there. Now pull back about 3 Gs on the airplane. As the nose comes up through vertical, we're going to look to the left wingtip. Keep pulling back on the stick. There we go, up and over the top. Hold the stick back, pull back, pull back, pull back on the stick. There you go. We're going to hold the stick back. Straight down the G's building back up here on the bottom side of the loop. And there we are.
Whoa.
All right, how you feeling?
Yeah, feeling all right.
Okay, good. All right, now we'll slow the airplane to about 120 miles an hour. We'll climb back up another 1,000 feet or so. And we'll do a turn to the left, just a nice big gentle turn while we're climbing. We'll get our nose pointed back to the north. Come down to the bottom. Looking for 185. There she is. Now 3G pull. Looking to the left wing as we go straight up. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. And there. Now roll the airplane to the left. And there we go. There's our Cuban 8. Now I'll bring the nose up. All right, good. How was that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we're going to do the reverse Cuban 8. So obviously that's the opposite of what we did. We're going to start with the roll first. On a 45-degree upline, we'll roll upside down, and then we'll pull through in a loop. Come out the bottom, back up to 45-degree up angle, roll upside down, and we'll pull through in the loop. And again, I'll do the first half, and then I'll let you do the second half.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, I've got the airplane. I'm going to put the nose down, point our nose over here towards the west. We have these lines down here to use as a reference. All right, so we need about 170 to get a nice upline established. And I'm going to use my left wingtip. If I look at the wing, I can keep it at a 45-degree angle going up relative to the horizon. And I'll hold that all the way down to 100 miles an hour. Then I'm going to roll the airplane upside down, stop the roll, and pull through in the back side of the loop. Come down to the bottom. All right, you ready?
Yep.
You've got the airplane. Just put that left wingtip at a 45-degree angle. So bring the nose up. Right there. Just hold that angle. And 1, 2, 3, roll. There you go. Stop the roll and pull. And there we go. The reverse Cuban 8. All right. Very good. How you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, good. All right, we'll bring our speed back to about 120. We'll climb back up to 7,500 feet. And we'll do a few more maneuvers. We're going to do the clover leaf, big 1,000-foot loops. It's a huge, beautiful-looking maneuver. You got the airplane back?
Yep.
Okay, nose down for 175. And there we go. Now bring the nose up. Now release the elevator and full aileron all the way over. And there you go, beautiful. And there's a faster aileron roll. Okay, good. All right, let's turn around. Either left or right, doesn't matter. And then we'll do the 4-point roll, which is, you always see that at air shows. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, follow me on the controls. Here we go. Nose down. I'm going to let the speed come up. 175 again is a good speed for just about all the rolls that we do. Bring the nose up. And here we go. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops, didn't quite get that one all the way around. There we go. All right. Whenever you're ready, it's your turn. There's our 175. I'll bring the nose up. you go. We'll roll. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. All right, beautiful. All right, now we'll bring the nose up and we'll climb back up just a little bit, go up to about 6,500 feet or so. And there in a snap roll, but that's all right. Bring the nose up a little bit. And there we go. There's the Immelman turn. Now the split S is just the opposite. And we want to climb up another 500 feet. The split S, we start, we roll upside down, and then we pull through a loop. And then we come back down the loop, we're back up to about 100 over the speed limit for this airplane. Okay. So it's important when doing a split S to slow the airplane down first, so that we don't have excessive speed and load on the airplane on the bottom of the loop. So here we go. I've got the airplane. I'll do a split S for you. We're going to slow the airplane down. I'll just bring the nose up. I'm looking for about 90 miles an hour or so. And I'm going to roll it to the left because then the engine torque is helping the airplane roll a little bit cleaner. All right, so there we go. There's 90. So we'll roll it upside down. Stop the roll. And now we'll pull out through the bottom of a loop. And there we go. Quick way to turn right around. All right, you've got the airplane. Okay. And we'll just let the speed bleed off. And there's 100, there's 95. We'll go a little bit slower, hold it on. There you go, now you can roll upside down. Don't pull back, just roll it right over. So there, we're at 7,100 feet. Stop the roll and pull. And there we are at the bottom of it at 6,000 feet. So 1,100 feet of altitude.
It won't go.
And there we go.
Jesus. Excellent.
All right, well, let's turn to the left. And we'll start heading back. And there you go.
Fantastic.
All right, you want to do one to the right?
Okay.
There you go, nose down, speed coming up. And now roll to the right. All right, you had a little bit of back pressure while doing that roll.
Yeah.
And that's why it kind of wobbled around a little bit, but that's all right. Now we're at 6,500 feet. We still need to keep the nose down, so we keep our speed up and keep the altitude. Scrub off some altitude here. Turn to the left just a little bit. Now we'll keep that nose down so we keep our descent going. All right, and I've got the airplane.
Okay.
And I want to keep a real sharp eye out for other aircraft
popping up through. Yeah.
Yep, we got a lot of student pilot activity down here around Horsehead Lake. All right, you've got the airplane. I want to level off at 2,000 feet. Which is right there. A zoo.
Yeah.
We had a ton of corporate and business aircraft flying in and out, and then we had I think every student pilot in the area came out to fly.
I saw the Mustangs going.
Yeah, they were flying quite a bit too. And Texan 2's initial.
Texan 2, right brake, clear to land.
Right brake, clear to land, Texan 2. All right, now down to 1,000 feet and line up to fly right over the top of the numbers. Right at 1,000 feet. There's our 1,000, so we'll level off. If you can imagine, we want to hold 1,000 feet, 1,000 feet. You can imagine, you can't see the airport, much less the runway.
Yeah.
And so we can't make a straight-in approach. And this is what the British found out trying to land on aircraft carriers. So this is the type of approach they developed. So here we go. I've got the airplane.
Okay.
We're going to start our right brake. Turn will bleed off our speed. We'll bring the landing gear down. And left and right legs are both down. Keep our turn coming around here. And we'll further bleed the speed off. Flap speed. Hydraulics on, flaps coming down, trims reset. Mixture full forward. All right, flaps are down. By doing a constant curving approach like this, I can keep the runway inside all the way down to touchdown.
Yeah.
All right, landing gear down and lock, flaps are down. Trims are set, mixture is full rich. And we are cleared to land.
Jesus Christ, how did I ever put these things down on a carrier?
Just like that.
Bobbing about.
Take them a little closer to the
Texan
edge.
2, this frequency, taxi to Warbird Adventures.
All right, with you to WA, Texan 2. And they approach a little bit slower than we did, and then plus the aircraft carrier is moving at about 20 knots.
Yeah.
So it would move along with us as we were touching down, but otherwise it's just like that, bringing the nose all the way up to a full stall attitude and touching down on all three wheels at the same time, nice and firmly, so that once she does touches, she is done flying. It's full stalled. Fighters, and the key to that was anybody who could who was trained in this airplane and could handle this airplane would have no trouble transitioning into the Mustangs and Spitfires, which were all single-seat airplanes, so they didn't get to go with an instructor to check them out. That first flight was a solo flight. It wasn't until well after the war that the two-seat versions of airplanes like the Mustang, like these two. These are the two-seat TF-51s. Yeah. You can see the rear cockpit behind the front cockpit.
One thing with the Mustang, though, the undercarriage it looks sturdy and it's set far apart. With the Spitfire, and on grass strips as well, the Spitfire's undercarriage were so close together. It's a miracle they didn't topple the bloody things over. Well, in fact, I think they did, didn't they? There was more accidents on takeoff and landings, wasn't there?
Yep. Yeah, the Spitfire and the
helicopter 5, Sierra 3
and the ME-109 and this airplane all share that trait in common. They have a very narrow landing gear.
Call in tower, say again. 5 Sierra Golf, inbound to the Heli Center. 5 Sierra Golf, thanks, Sierra runway 1.
Helicopters are something completely different, though, aren't they?
Absolutely, yep.
Are you busy?
Yeah, we're working at it.
Oh, good.
Well, you got a break there, Alan.
Yeah, don't tell nobody, though.
All right, we better shut up. See ya.
Okay.
And there we go.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much indeed.
Well, thank you for coming out and flying with us.
No.